what would hurt the church the most? Well, multiple lawsuits against them. Okay, so let's say I'm from River Valley Church. They caused my dad to have this belief system where he felt the need to cut off part of my private part. Okay, the circumcision. I never consented to this. I never wanted it done to my body. So technically, that's child mutilation. Okay. Now, what's the difference between a church and your insurance company? They're both very similar. Okay. A lot of people that go to church, they're doing it as insurance. That's why they're paying their money. You pay money, you go to heaven. You show up, you go to heaven. So it's an insurance policy. Okay. Same type of insurance policy you have with like State Farm. But what's the difference between the two? Well, State Farm will actually pay for something if it actually gets damaged. Okay. State Farm, no matter if they pay a little or a lot, they're going to give you something in return if you actually end up needing the insurance. Okay. Religion, on the other hand, the other type of insurance, they don't give you anything in return other than pieces of paper, a book. Okay, they'll give you some pamphlets, free donuts, maybe free coffee. Hosanna Church actually charges for their coffee in Lakeville. Okay, another side business within their business. Okay. But if somebody wanted to prove that the church is a Ponzi scheme or they commit fraud, they could easily do it. Okay, they would just have to sue. For example, I would have to sue Rob Kettling. He's River Valley Church's agent, meaning he's the one who you sue. Okay, you'd sue Rob Kettling of River Valley Church. Okay, and I could take him to court and I could say, you need to prove to me that there is a heaven, that there is a God, and there is Jesus, and he can't. Okay, so that's the definition of fraud. They're selling you something they cannot prove. Okay, and if enough people sued churches, I mean, they would shut them down. Okay, because that they are committing fraud. It's basically a large Ponzi scheme. Okay, original investors, okay, enrich themselves by getting new investors, and that's all the church is. You get more people there, it's like you get more money. It's the definition of a Ponzi scheme. Because again, they cannot prove anything that they teach. They can't even prove that there's one talking snake in the world, like in the story of Adam and Eve. They can't prove that snakes talk even, like in their story. So there's many ways where you could literally, if you did a full blitz lawsuit on churches, people that are sick of the lies, like this craziness, you could end the church with lawsuits because they cannot prove any of it's real. Okay? Love you. And they can perform child mutilation. They cut off little kids, wee-wees. Love you. Don't be mad at trannies. Be mad at the church. They're the real, they made all of our men into half trannies.